there are still questions raised about fundamentalist thought. Not
I would like to ask you, sir.
But there was an incident a few years ago. Two towers were knocked down by an aeroplane which was hijacked and, from what I have heard, controlled by Muslims.
My question is, most of us, I'm sure here, feel Osama bin Laden is doing jihad. No.
How much I feel Daaee-ceiver doing to actually correct the Muslims' misconceptions themselves and talk to people like Osama Laden or to the Taliban, etc.
But the question is, Osama bin Laden doing jihad?
Regarding telling Osama bin Laden and Taliban what they are doing is damaging Islam, etc. So that is your view. The Quran says in Surah Hujurat chapter 49 verse 6 that before you pass on the message, to verify whether it's right or wrong.
In your talk, you've said that Osama bin Laden, we can't consider him as a terrorist, as it is said in BBC and CNN channels.
I read in the papers that the Taliban, oh, they are very ruthless people, you know.
I cannot base my views on what I see on CNN and BBC. Therefore, I will not comment.
So you as a Muslim saying that Osama bin Laden is right or wrong, have you checked up?
What he's doing, I don't know. And neither will Allah question you on the day of judgment that did Osama bin Laden do jihad or not.
If he's on the truth, if he's fighting the enemies of Islam, I'm for it.
Even on CNN and BBC, even though they say it's the prime suspect, they're treating him as though he's the culprit. The person who changed my life. And I'm sure you know the name of that man. He's none other than Sheikh Ahmed Midas. He stumbled across a book. He gets the direction for his goal. He stumbles across a book, the name of Izar al-Haq, the truth revealed by Maulana Rahmatullah Karani.
Since a book came out in the 1870s called Izar al-Haq, the Muslims are absolutely convinced that the Christian scriptures have been utterly corrupted. They have no idea what they originally said. And so this area is extremely vital.
For example, when you are questioned, and I know because you deal with live audiences all the time, about groups like the Taliban, groups like the Al-Qaeda, groups like the Lashkar-e-Taiba.
I haven't met George Bush, but because it is shown on CNN, I can judge as an intelligent person that they're showing is correct.
Bombing in Nigeria, American consulate, Osama bin Laden, headline. They do not, we don't. If he's terrorizing a terrorist, he's following Islam.
قد أصابه الله سبحانه وتعالى بمقتل من مقاتلها ودمر أعظم مبانيها فلله الحمد والمنة.
What is Osama bin Laden doing?
Main thing what I say, that I cannot base my answer on the media. Because if you ask me, how is bin Laden? If I have to give my answer based on BBC, CNN, it will be against the Quran. Quran says...
You mean you still have doubts about Osama bin Laden?
Quran says...
That's a really provocative thing to say.
I'm not saying bin Laden is a terrorist or a saint. I say I don't know. Because by the 75 scientists of America, they say it is impossible for few Arabs to come and do the Twin Towers. I think
I'm not here to support Al-Qaeda, arrested by the Taliban. She comes back and she asks the question, what are your views about Al-Qaeda? She replies, I doubt whether Al-Qaeda exists.
Haven't seen his Al Jazeera videos.
Of course I've seen.
That's not evidence.
This argument has gone to a point of ridiculousness. Completely. When you start defending the Taliban...
I've given a full lecture on is terrorism Muslim monopoly. It is so effective. My lecture is so effective that the Westerners don't want to be in the country today.
The Indians essentially want an international arrest warrant. Interpol refused that, what they call red corner notice.
Lecture of mine was in 1998 in Singapore during question answer time. And I remember somebody asked me the question. Now everything verbatim, I cannot vouch it is right or wrong. But if you ask me, at that time, this was before 9/11. So before 9/11, when someone asked me the question, not about Osama bin Laden, of any Muslim whatsoever, if they ask a question, the Quran clearly states in Surah Hujurat,
Malaysia has decided not to give asylum to Zakir Naik. Malaysia has asked Zakir Naik to leave the country.
فينبغي على كل مسلم.
Brother, I haven't met Osama bin Laden. I don't know him personally.
بعد هذا الحدث
the Quran says that we believe in the theory of creation, not in the theory of evolution. Charles Darwin himself said that he didn't agree with it. There are droplets of the urine remaining in the prepuce. The chances of various other irritation on the skin is the reason today in America, they are born, they are circumcised because they know it is a benefit for the son. And the person who propounded this theory that homosexuality is genetic, himself was an homosexual. Basically, I was an average Muslim praying, quite normal Muslim should do. In the initial stages when I was a novice, when I didn't have much knowledge, I was a Muslim only because my father was a Muslim. After the age of 19, when I started studying about comparative religion, I met Sheikh Ahmed Zidad when I was 22 years old. I was impressed by him, and that's how I got involved in the field of Dawah. And my life became more Islamic. But naturally, later on, as the years passed, I realized that very important, reading the hadith of the Prophet. At the age of 25, when I started to look for a girl, and realizing, having more knowledge of the Quranic verses, a girl in a neighboring city, Pune, which is 160 kilometers from Bombay, where I lived.
We got our own website on internet, and every day sitting in Bombay, we do dawah individually to a person in America, in England, in Singapore, in Malaysia.
Alhamdulillah, the debate took place in Chicago.
Age 34 years old.
Wait, what is this? No one replied, and now this Zakir, who is this young man coming from India, how will he reply? It was a very successful debate, so much so that William Campbell, who got a doctorate in writing a book against Islam, mashallah, it lost its popularity. Later on,
وبعد أن تحدث كبار المسؤولين في الولايات المتحدة الأمريكية.
Bin Laden outwitted the U.S. by choosing to hide in populated urban areas. Over his years on the run, Bin Laden lived in 4 different Pakistani cities in 5 different safe houses.
If you implement the Islamic Sharia in America, that is every which person gives zakat, 2.5% of his excess wealth in charity, and after that if any man or woman drops, chop off his or her hand, I am asking you a question. Will the rate of robbery and theft in America, will it increase? Will it remain the same or will it decrease? It will decrease. It's a practical law. You implement the Sharia and you get results. Let me give you an example.